Often a silent and secret horror, child abuse is everywhere, whether you know it or not. This tragic problem could affect your coworker's child, your next-door neighbor's son, or your daughter's best friend. In fact, every day in the United States, 4 children die from abuse or neglect, and millions more suffer across the country. Here in Columbus, Franklin County Children's Services investigates 11,000 abuse and neglect referrals every year. To ensure the safety of our community's children, we respond to these calls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. While child abuse and neglect remains a tragic reality for many, there is cause for hope. Offering a ray of light in a time of darkness, Franklin County Children's Services helps countless children rise above the pain and suffering of abuse, allowing them to move on to brighter, better futures.
I first got involved with Franklin County Children's Services when I was 14, I believe, because neither one of my parents finished school. Like, money was always an issue, especially with 6 kids. So, I mean, 8 people living in a 2-bedroom apartment is kind of hard.
My mom, she was a single parent, and I had 6 other siblings. And I was the only sibling that didn't really know my father. We always received whoopings, but we just looked at it as like a form of discipline. But I think the biggest thing was verbal abuse, and I really didn't really notice that until I was outside of the home. I didn't know who to talk to. I couldn't even see my brothers at school, have interaction with them. I couldn't walk around my house when my mom's home. So I was very afraid.
I guess what kept me going was just knowing that I had to do better than what I came from, and I had to be some role model for the rest of my family. Just knowing that it wasn't your fault and that it happens to a lot of people and you're not alone. And I mean, the best thing you could do is help others out in situations like that because you know what they're going through.
I will honestly say for someone who's going through child abuse to, one, find someone to talk to about it, and whether it be a parent, a teacher, someone from Children's Services, to actually talk about it and try to get it handled as soon as possible.
A child grows up in a family and what they see is what they think is right, and until they find out that it's not, they're never going to know. And it needs to be found out as soon as possible, because if a child grows up thinking it's right, I mean, what are they going to do later on in life? Me being the first person in my family going to college, it feels great. I really like school, and I feel like somewhat that I'm the success in my family and that I'm showing others what could or could not be in their life.
There shouldn't be an excuse for any man to step up and handle their responsibilities. So that's basically one thing that I look at is in being a father and taking care of my daughter.
My future goal is to become a child advocate so that I can speak to children who have been in foster care or have dealt with problems in life and kind of been lost and kind of put in the background.
There are so many other people who are experiencing way more worse things than I am. I really have to learn to appreciate the opportunities that I'm given and then take them. And not only take it, I'm going to take it with just whole heart and full motivation.
In today's world, it does take a village to raise a child. To ensure that all children grow up healthy, happy, and safe from abuse. We are all affected by child abuse. To prevent it, we must all work together. At Franklin County Children's Services, our goal is to protect children by strengthening families. We offer an array of services, parental resources, and referrals to community-based organizations. We provide hope and help to children and their families when hope and help are needed most. Please join us in our efforts to ensure that we do indeed value every child and honor every family. For more information on how you can help or to receive parenting resources, contact Franklin County Children's Services at 614-275-2523 or visit our website